The World Wide Web has opened Pandora's box.
You're supposed to set an example and not make you want to be somebody else.
It's trying to keep your page where you're not influencing as such, but you're just sort of showing the people what is out there.
There isn't any authority that can punish them, that can fine them, that can restrict them doing what they do.
In the UK's biggest online poll about lip fillers, 59% of young people aged between 13 to 24 said they viewed procedures like Botox and fillers the same as getting a haircut or manicure, with 66% of 50,000 young people confessing to wanting to change some part of their facial features. Aesthetic practitioner Rona Docx expresses concerns around the use of Botox and fillers in young people and the effects this can have in the long term.
The World Wide Web has opened Pandora's box in everything. They see celebrities, often not A-star celebrities, it's often reality stars that they're looking at, and that's who they perceive they want to copy or look like. I had a lot of people coming in and all requesting the Kendall Jenner look. It's fashion, but it's fashion that's been driven by the reality stars, I believe.
How do you feel about giving young people Botox and fillers in your practice? And what kind of influence do you think social media has in them making these kinds of decisions?
I won't treat people with Botox unless there is a strong issue under 25. If you're looking at Instagram pictures, we are looking at young, beautiful girls who look older, much older than they are. With the issue with the lips really don't stop developing till around about 21. Yeah. So these young girls who are getting so much filler injected into their lips to really project them out and make them so much bigger, that tissue won't shrink back. And so when the phase or the fashion for these big lips passes, they're going to be left with kind of baggy skin around on the lips.
Natasha Bruce, who runs aesthetic practice The Secret, sees lots of young people coming to her for treatments and believes as long as procedures are done properly and by a professional, there's no cause for concern in these younger people receiving these treatments.
It tends to be mainly, I would say, lip fillers. Lip fillers is probably the biggest thing on the market there at the moment, and Botox as well, I would say, is the two main things that I'm finding that people are coming for at the moment. Mm-hmm. You start getting from a filler from a young age, but you're getting it sensibly. You're not getting it too often. You're using a safe practitioner that's registered, that's got the right qualifications. There shouldn't be any issues there because you should be doing it safely anyway.
17-year-old Charlet Keenan, who studies beauty therapy at college, believes that social media does play a big part in encouraging people her age to get Botox and fillers. However, she feels that she has personally been put off due to hearing horror stories online.
I really don't like them. It is social media because you'll see people on Instagram, Facebook, you'll see them with perfect skin or high eyebrows, and they getting new stuff done. So I think that does influence it a bit, and then just talking about it as well.
So how do you feel about these influencers and celebrities advertising the fact that they've had these procedures done on their social media channels, when in many cases they have very young audiences following them?
They're supposed to set an example, and stop you from ruining your face or making you spend money to look a certain way, and just make you feel like yourself and not make you want to be somebody else.
Millennials have become a generation that are so open to cosmetic procedures. Over 28% of 18 to 24-year-olds have admitted to having some form of cosmetic procedure already. The generation are more knowledgeable about these procedures and what can be achieved with them than ever before. Social media may not only be to blame for encouraging young people to feel so exposed to these treatments, but may also be responsible for making them so much easier and affordable to access than ever before. Due to competitions appearing on social media channels, winning free cosmetic treatments such as Botox and fillers becomes common practice, meaning winning the opportunity to change your appearance can be as accessible as liking a Facebook post or sharing an Instagram story.
I don't think it's a good thing as such, because like I say, I think you are potentially pushing people into a competition where have they really thought about why they want something doing, or are they just potentially going for it because they know they're getting it for free? Although great, yeah, I can't say there's anything wrong with promoting your business as such and trying to get help by getting your followers out there, but you've just really got to think about what you're giving away and what, when that patient comes in, do they need what you're offering, kind of thing.
As it is a prescription-only medication, it is illegal to advertise the brand name Botox. However, the same regulations do not apply around fillers. There are still many competitions and advertisements appearing online and on social media channels relating to fillers. It begs the question, should these still be allowed online if Botox advertisements and competitions aren't, and who is there to regulate these?
Medically, as nurses, doctors, dentists, we cannot be seen to be promoting aesthetic treatments in the way of share this and you'll get a syringe free. It's against our ethics, and because medical practitioners like nurses, doctors, dentists, we have a strict authority who rules us, the NMC, GDC, GMC. They prevent us and they would punish us. The lay people, hairdressers, beauticians, you name it, anybody, if you give them permission to inject your face, they can do it. So there's no one controlling them. There isn't any authority that can punish them, that can fine them, that can restrict them doing what they do.
In October 2020, there were calls from British politicians to ban fillers in under 18s. However, Docx told me it was a postcode lottery on whether governing bodies were monitoring the advertisement of cosmetic procedures on social media sites. However, on the 9th of January 2020, the Committee of Advertising Practice announced a new technology that would help flag posts on social media that weren't compliant of UK rules. This was the furthest reaching enforcement notice ever issued by the committee.
So it's not really like a good influence on like the younger generation.